gave to the youngsters in the audience earlier on. Well, it's a new magazine. It's called Rage. It's launched tomorrow, and Tony Doughty, our roving reporter, has been to look behind the scenes.
Rage headquarters is a modern office in central London. Squeezed in is all the computer gear and some 40 people ready to work up issue 1 of the brand new fortnightly magazine. Starting with a photo session for the band Bassomatic.
We wanted Bassomatic for our first photo shoot because we believe that they're very much a hip and happening band at the moment. And hopefully, well, definitely, that's what Rage magazine is all about, and will be all about.
Mary, now you're the publisher. Who's the magazine actually aimed at?
Well, it's aimed at real teenagers. By that I mean 13 to 18-year-olds in its broadest sense. But in an ideal world, our imaginary reader, if you like, the person we're writing for, is somebody who lives probably in a city, who's interested in music, fashion, the cinema, video, etc. But it's slightly more sophisticated than perhaps normal teenagers or ordinary teenagers are sort of considered by the majority of us adults. And consequently, they're into music, they're into clothes, and they're into having a good time. But they're also perhaps more interested in what's actually going on in the world around them as well. So issues such as AIDS or drugs or the war in Kuwait or whatever, they're not ignoring them. They know that they're going on, and they do want to read about them, but in a more accessible way.
In the magazine, there's going to be something for everyone. I mean, we're going to cover pop, dance, rock, rap, and indie. But we're not going to ghettoise those fields of music. I mean, they're going to be written in a way so if you are a rock fan, you'll still be interested in reading the dance page as well. So there's going to be something for everyone.
Gary, you mentioned the large part of the magazine is concentrated on music. How are you actually going to make your magazine different from anyone else's?
I don't think we're going to be patronising, It's not going to be a rehash of press stories, Like I said, we've got the right people writing about the right music, and it's going to be written in an intelligent way, in an informative way as well.
So, Mark, you've got a couple of featured ideas for the second issue. One in particular sounds really interesting. The one on sessions.
Yeah. What I thought I would pull together is a feature on sessions on Radio 1 because Britain's been quite unique in the world of popular music in that Radio 1 has been around since 1967, and virtually anybody who's been a big star has done a Radio 1 session, and it must be part of the reason why Britain's music scene is different from anywhere else. So it'd probably be quite nice to tie in with some of the bands who are about to happen, like Flowered Up have done a session for the show, and it would be nice to pull in a few of the newer bands like Stress and say, you're trying to break through. How much is this of use to you?
But you may well be aware that we had a little problem with our front cover on Friday. Betty Boo has measles.
Well, she's worked so hard for the last year, I'm not surprised. She's probably quite vulnerable to illness or whatever.
Yeah, I think she's taken about a month off, so the single's going to be put back to November, so maybe we'll do something then. But thankfully, Bassomatic were around. Yeah. The photo shoot went really, really well. Sharon looked fantastic, had a really, really great dress on, and it was really good, and June got a good interview as well.
How would you describe the whole Bassomatic sound?
We go to the kind of larder, if you like, of all the different sounds like hip hop and house and reggae and what else? World music.
Funk, bit of Asian, bit of African.
Just pile it all in and stick it all in the pot. Turn up the gas mark 11, and stew it up, see what happens.
Just get quite a lean onto him, maybe link the arms again so you've got a little bit of connection. I'll do a Polaroid to show you the lighting, all that sort of stuff.
But it's going to become the best because of the sheer variety of the magazine. We're actually able to, we've got the flexibility, if you like, built into it, that it will be able to reflect what teenagers are into. So it's going to be about their lives as opposed to just being a mere commentary on it.
So there it is, months of work and much planning later. Issue 1 of the magazine that Maxwell Publishing hope will hit the spot, which its teenage readers will vote a big success.
Well, this is it. Will it hit the spot? The man who hopes it will is Gary Crowley. It says on the front, the only magazine that bites. Private Eye might argue with you there, Gary, but you're obviously full of hopes. Publication day tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, something for everybody. Like I said, we got